This is a book I'm working on. This is the world map for it. This is just one of the worlds. I'm going to have 3 worlds all together. This is just one world. And all those blank islands you see that don't have much filled in, they're not going to be in the first book. This big island right here, well, not island, this big continent right here, these little islands down here, these little islands down here, and this continent over here, those are going to be the main focal points of the first book. And you'll have a little bit to do with this city down here too, Kadash. And your main 2 capital cities are Syros up here, and you got Caraway over here, right there. Those are your main 2 cities on the continents. That's the continent of Reese. This is the continent of Alamos. And then these are the Teal Islands. Basically just a bunch of free traders, more or less. Small little towns and stuff. And then you have Kadash. That's the capital city of this continent, which is called Decade, but you don't know much about that in the first book. You'll find out more about that later on. The first book is going to be heavily surrounding 2 main characters. Ike Frost, who's the main character, and Alyssa Starr, who ends up being the stars are the ones that rule over Caraway, the continent over here. Reese, and the Caraway's the biggest city, that's the capital, and Edward Starr is the king over the whole area and obviously over Caraway, and his daughter is Alyssa Starr. Well, anyway, she's really good friends with the prince and princess over in Syros, over here on this continent, this big city Syros. Well, anyway, Ike Frost, through a lot of crazy circumstances, ends up meeting up with Edward Starr, the king of Reese here, the king of Caraway, and he has him go rescue his daughter from Syros, which, of course, under certain circumstances, you know, you wonder, well, why does he have to rescue her if they're friends, you know? Well, there's details, you'll find that one out. But anyway, there becomes a love development between Ike Frost and Alyssa Starr, and that's where the first book is mainly going to focus on. And you're going to learn a lot about, like I said, these 3 main areas here. This giant continent right here, Alamos, and then you got the Teal Isles, just a bunch of pirate traders and stuff like that. You'll hear a little bit about Kadash down here, and then you'll hear about Reese over here. And those will be your main points of the book. Book 1, that is. It's going to be a series, because like I said, this is only World 1 here. And there's still a lot to do in this world. And there's 2 other worlds too that are going to play a pivotal part in the whole scheme of things. Just wanted to give you guys a good brief overview of what the story and how the books are going to turn out.